Hello and welcome to Seeking Susan. I am 58 and I am struggling in life. I have lost my way. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how I want to get there, and I don't know what I want to do along the way. So I have set myself certain challenges in life to make sure that I am making the most of my life. If you don't know, I am a widow. I lost my husband 8 years ago to motor neurone disease, and although I did move on a little bit on in life, that didn't work out, and I now find myself single solo again. So that circumstance has brought about a fresh input into my life about how I want to live. There are things I want to do, but fear has been holding me back. Travel is one of my great passions. I have enjoyed lots and lots of different experiences over the last couple of years, but without my travelling companion, unfortunately, I feared that travelling was now going to be a thing of the past. So sat at home, bored, lonely, wanting to get out, I thought, what can I do? So I've been looking at all the different solo holiday options, the companies that do solo tours or solo holidays, all the different groups that you can go to a certain hotel or a certain area and be reassured that there are going to be other people around. I don't want somebody holding my hand on holiday, but I would want the reassurance that there's somebody to go out and enjoy things with, eating out, for example. So I just feel a little bit stagnated in life, wanting to do these things, but not having the courage to do them. So starting small with baby steps, I have come away to a static caravan in North Wales to enjoy a little solo single break to see how I cope with being away on my own. If you are a viewer on my other main channel, Susan's Sweet Life, you will know that I haven't long come back from a holiday in Spain, in Mallorca, with my extended family, and that was amazing. But I was sat there on the sun lounger thinking, if I was here on my own, this would be hell. Families splashing in the pool, couples sat lingering, hand holding. I thought, this is not the holiday for me. And although I enjoy the sunshine and, nothing better than reading and dozing on a sun lounger, a little bit sightseeing, a little bit of evening entertainment, certainly enjoying the all-inclusive, I just thought, I cannot do this on my own. What can I do? Right, I wasn't prepared to just sit at home and worry anymore. I've taken a baby step and I've come away to this static caravan in North Wales, an area that I wanted to enjoy and visit for a long, long time. There are things like Portmeirion that I wanted to go to. I wanted to revisit Pwllheli, where I remember a family holiday. And it's just a whole area, because it's so far away from where I live, that I haven't really had the opportunity to explore. I have a very DIY camper van. I am quite comfortable. I have in the past gone away camping in it to a campsite. So I was researching what campsites I could come to when I hit upon this deal. This caravan cost me £55 for 4 nights. I could not get a campsite for that price, so it was a no-brainer. I have been pleasantly surprised about the standard of the caravan. I booked the most basic range, a saver caravan as they call it, a 2-bedroom, and it's lovely, absolutely lovely, heated. I've got all the self-catering facilities, microwave, cooker, fridge, freezer, what I could want. Beautiful little powerful hot shower, certainly much better than how can I say, roughing it in my DIY camper van and having to trudge across a field to use the facilities. So I am super, super happy with my out of season 4-night break for £55. There was an option to pay a little bit more, so I had entertainment passes, but I knew I wouldn't go to the entertainment on my own, and to be honest, it's not been the weather for swimming either. So this is totally recommended, and I am definitely going to be looking into booking some more of these very budget friendly holidays, especially for a solo. And I say that because I was playing with different combinations if my family or my grandson wanted to come away with me, and the price for more people went up. So the price isn't per caravan, it's actually per person, which I thought was an amazing deal when so often single people are hit with that single supplement charge. So, number one, don't stay at home stagnating, wishing you could do something, because the problem is you could be waiting forever for somebody to come along, and then you will have those regrets that you didn't visit that place, you didn't go and see that landmark, you haven't ticked that off your bucket list. What are your options? Sitting at home lonely, or coming to sit in a static caravan lonely? But at least you've had a long, enjoyable day. Single supplements, if you're going abroad, you're going to be paying the price, I'm afraid. And even the solo tour companies, they say no single supplement, but there is a significant cost increase if you were to book through one of these companies, if you were to do the tour with a couple. It's inevitable, isn't it? It's business after all. If you're one person is taking up a room and they could charge double for that if there was a couple in there, it doesn't make sense that they're going to give you at a bargain price. So I haven't given up on going abroad. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity at the right price at the right time, because the more I'm putting it off, the more other things are getting into my diary, and then suddenly I can't fit it in a trip. So I'm looking at January, February to be getting away for some winter sunshine or some winter entertainment at least. So on a more positive note, I have really enjoyed the freedom of travelling solo. I have been able to choose where I go every day, how long I spend there. Do I want to sit and just enjoy the view, or do I want to move on? I have not had to compromise. I have been in total charge of myself and what I want to do, and I've really enjoyed that. I've been to places that I know if I was with family, for example, they wouldn't want to go. I don't think if I was with family and my grandchildren, it'd be appropriate, for example, to take them to the Lloyd George Museum. And I really enjoyed that. Port Merion was beautiful, but I know if I'd gone with a significant other, shall I say, they might not have found it so intriguing to look at every nook and cranny. So I have really enjoyed having my own take on things. Self-catering has been a charm. I mean, I'm used to catering for myself at home, and because of my dietary restrictions at the moment, I'm choosing not to eat a full diet. I'm on a low carb diet, lots and lots of protein, trying to cut sugar and processed foods to the minimum. So it's been ideal being able to self-cater for myself, make myself a packed lunch to take out, for example, and then come back. Slow cookers are amazing. Put it all in a slow cooker before you go out in the morning. When you come back, it's a nutritious meal. My self-confidence has definitely grown. The drive, I was so anxious about the drive. I mean, I've still got to drive home, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel so anxious about it. I think this has cracked it. I was driving down a road, not a clue where I was. I did bring a map. I'm not that foolish. I was following my sat nav, I will be honest. but I had taken a look at the map and knew generally where I was going, and I also have a very detailed map with me. If I had got lost, I'm sure that I would have been able to work my way home. I felt so safe in this environment. I mean, I can get in my little comfort zone here, lock the door. I know nobody can get in. I've slept like a log. The bed has been super comfortable, and I've been tired out most nights anyway. So I have slept really, really well. The campsite, it is half empty. It is out of season, but there's enough people around that I don't feel insecure. And of course, there's barriers and whatever at the front gate, so I haven't felt unsafe. I haven't gone out at night time, for example, but during the day there's a lot. I've gone to sightseeing places, I've walked along a deserted beach by myself, and I've been fine. So as a solo traveller, it's inevitable that there are things that you have to be more aware of and more cautious about doing. I mentioned earlier about the groups that are on Facebook, where you can join a group for solo people that are meeting up in a certain place. I would apply caution there. You don't know who you have befriended on Facebook, and you might make arrangements to join up with somebody. Obviously, please be careful whatever you do. I would certainly make sure that I was very, very cautious in any interactions I was to have with a stranger. You know, you might travel solo, but knowing that there are going to be other solo people there means that you don't have to have that sense of loneliness. There will be activities and different things that you can join in with. So I have learnt to join my own company. You see me here with a jigsaw that I brought because I was worried about sitting here on my own every single night without somebody to keep me company. I knew that the TV, there is a TV here, it's got a few sort of free view channels, you know, the main channels and the plus ones and whatever, but I knew it was going to be a very limited TV setup. You know, I was going to be missing my Netflix and my Prime, and I haven't got Sky, but all the extra channels that you do pay subscriptions for. Obviously, no Wi-Fi in the static caravan, so I was relying on hotspotting off of my phone contract if I wanted to maybe do any work on my laptop, or definitely stream any TV programs. So it wasn't really feasible. So I thought, well, let's take a jigsaw. You can see how much has been done. A couple of issues. One, I don't know why I thought 1,000-piece jigsaw of the Taj Mahal with all these colours that were so similar was a good idea. And two, I bought this jigsaw from a charity shop, and I'm convinced there are some pieces missing because I can't even get the surround going. Number two, I was not bored and lonely here on my own. If you know my life from my other channel, I share my home with family, so it's very, very rare that I'm on my own. We might be in different places in the house, but it's very rare that I feel totally on my own, and that was a big fear, and I've got over that. I've quite enjoyed the peace and quiet, and like I said, the freedom to do what I want when I want. So I just wanted to talk to you about my general feelings about travelling solo. And to recap, don't sit at home being bored and lonely and having wishes and desires to go and do something. Don't have regrets, because you will only regret the things that you didn't do rather than the things you did. Below the single supplement, or search like I did for an absolute bargain. They are out there. Join the Facebook groups, join the different companies, and deals will come up. Others will give you tips and ideas about where it is good to go, maybe slightly out of season or whatever. But if you really want to go somewhere and you can afford it, of course, I would just blow the budget and go for it. Number 3, don't let fear hold you back. Things will always work out for themselves. So please don't let fear and the fear of the unknown holds you back. One of my big fears was, what will other people think of me when they see me on my own? And Eleanor Roosevelt said, anybody else's opinions on me are none of my business. And to be honest, I haven't felt self-conscious walking around. In Port Merion, in particular, I saw several other solo people, predominantly women, amazingly, that were walking around sightseeing on their own. Don't fear what other people are thinking about you, because they might take a look, make a judgment, and then get on with their own lives. So don't worry. Like I said, I didn't feel confident enough to go into a restaurant or even the entertainment or even into a pub, but that was personal choice and more dedicated really to my dietary restrictions at the moment. I didn't want to put myself in temptation's way, for example, going into a restaurant and then finding there was nothing really to eat but chips. So that was personal preference and my personal life at the moment. But I think in future, I would be more confident to undertake such things as that. Safety. Felt totally safe in this environment. It's a holiday type that I have done before. So of course I felt very safe coming back to this environment. Going out and about, daylight hours, I haven't been out at night, for example. I haven't wandered off the path on a hike up a mountain. So please be cautious and be sensible. But the most overpowering thing is I feel much more confident in myself and in my abilities to cope travelling solo. This has been a little baby step and it's one I'm definitely repeating, but it's certainly given me the confidence to be thinking about those bigger trips. Who knows, one day I may even get to see the Taj Mahal for real. So if you want to travel solo, just do it. Honestly, just do it. Thank you so much for watching. Maybe you could push that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up. I'm not sure if you can hype on this channel yet because it's quite small, but most important of all, please just come back and see me again.